We've just arrived in Brisbane, the capital of Queensland, and the motto about the weather here is that it's beautiful one day and perfect the next. Well, would you believe it? We are here on a weekend when we're awaiting Cyclone Kirrily. Now this is quite an intense cyclone that is hitting northern Queensland as we speak. I was hoping to bring to you the beautiful bright blue Brisbane that we know and love, but it's a little bit overcast and it's a bit gloomy. So I'm going to try and show you the very best that I can in the weather conditions we have. So here we are, super excited in the Ivy and Eve apartments, ready to explore Brisbane, a really cool capital city in Australia, a little bit unlike many of the others you'll visit. It's a self-service apartment style complex, some residential, some holiday makers. We're up here for 2 nights. It's on Merivale Street in the city in CBD. Now this is a bit of your more budget to medium cost accommodation in Brisbane. A lot of the places you'll find on either booking.com or Airbnb are in a residential complex, so you'll be sharing space with residents and local Brisbaneites and other holiday goers. It's just a quick walk down to South Bank where there's loads and loads of cafes, restaurants, streets, beach. If you do wish to stay in 2 super high-end hotels, I have got the best ones for you. One I've stayed in and one I have had many recommendations to stay in. I'll put both of them on the screen right now so you can see what they are. Number 1 tip for Brisbane: do not accept an accommodation if there's no aircon. This place gets so humid. I'm going to show you my outside window here in this booking.com apartment. It's completely fogged over, and that's because of the humidity. Queensland in particular gets completely smashed with these crazy extreme weather conditions. So if you are coming to Brisbane, it is beautiful. We're going to go and have a look at it, but just make sure you stay somewhere where you can come at the end of the day and cool down. If you are staying here for the first time, I'd recommend staying in either South Bank or in the Smith Wharves. For the moderate cost accommodation, stay in the Oaks apartments. And the reason this is such a great place to stay is because it's right by Story Bridge, which is a beautiful kind of old worldish bridge that spans the river, and it's all lit up in fluorescent lights at night. And the other place I'd recommend is where we are now, in South Bank. It's very vibrant, kind of a lot of cultural arts and theatre. The Q Park, Queensland Performing Arts Centre, is very close by. They're playing Chicago at the minute and Brent, 2 excellent musicals. There is a very long line of cool restaurants. And the great news is I'm looking outside and it's not raining anymore, so we're gonna get cracking, check out what Brisbane has to offer. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's go check out Brisbane. I am famished, so the first thing on our agenda is food. Okay, so here we go, walking tour of Brisbane in the extreme humidity and no rain just yet. We are off to Fish Lane. I love this place. Oh my gosh, it is raining. It's just little droplets though. This lane is so incredible. It's got so many cool up and coming restaurants, and we're off to Chew the Fat. It's an Asian restaurant which has got very trendy street food and cocktails. Every time I've been here, this place is booming. There are so many people here and it's so loud. I've just had a look at the menu. It's 50% off on Fridays. I've got the steamed greens, the sweet corn dumplings and stir-fried chicken. Hopefully we're in for a win because I am famished. Sweet corn dumplings have just arrived. They look really good. Art Gallery and Culture Centre. Brisbane is full of art and galleries and so much theatre. It's a really vibrant and fun place to be. Well, let's head down to South Bank, the parklands near Victoria Bridge, where there's an impressive Brisbane sign, a few more green spaces and City Beach. Guys, behind me you can see the famous Brisbane sign. I'm not even going to bother trying to get a photo here.
People line up for ages just to get a photo with no one else in the shot, and then they get a little bit disgruntled if there's someone actually in the shot. So I'm just gonna let you see it here. If you wanna come and get your photo with it, be my guest. You might have to wait a little bit of time so it's clear of everyone else. Okay, so that was it. That was the famous Brisbane sign. And now we're moving on to the Brisbane Wheel, which has got some incredible photo opportunities if you decide to go on this huge wheel looking across the Brisbane River. There we go, lovely walk along the Arbor. Actually a welcome relief to have some shade. It is super hot and very humid today, so very nice to find a cool place, and South Bank has got a few of those. Let's check out some more of the parklands. Now what I haven't told you yet is that it's actually Australia Day, so there's a lot of people out and about enjoying some celebrations, lots of music, the Australia Day test is on, and there are people just out and about enjoying food, friends, and this great Southland. To walk past Streets Beach, which is an incredible city beach, one of the only ones I think in the world. It's man-made of course, but there's a surf lifesaver on duty, a lifeguard, so it's kind of cool. It mirrors the ethos of some of the beaches a little bit further down towards the Gold Coast, and it is very popular on a hot day like today, especially amongst kids, but there are a few excited adults in there as well. The sun is starting to tempt us to come out. Streets Beach is actually super big and it ranges up to 1.8 meters high, so if you do have children here, just keep an eye on them because it can get pretty deep in some spots. Unfortunately, no time for a swim for me today. Here we have the Epicurious Garden, which is a volunteer-run herb garden, and during normal operational hours you can come here to source your herbs. Here we have a statue of Mr. Confucius. He looks very wise. Okay, so guys, it's still me, I promise you. I know my hair is about 4 times the size as when I started this walk down on the South Bank, but it is still me. I have found my way to the Epicurious Garden, as I mentioned, and a little bit unusual for me, I've decided to stop and take in the scenery and just take a moment to stop and smell the roses, as they say. Normally I am just on the run so much when I come traveling. I love it. I love to see things and it's my own doing. I just buzz around here, there and everywhere. But I once learnt this special technique from someone, and basically when you find somewhere with grass or an outdoor area, it's encourageable to take off your shoes and have the tactile sensation of the grass underneath your feet to connect with nature. I know it's a little bit of an organic kind of thing to do, but it really just feels so nice, and it's a way of just feeling at one with nature, especially amongst all the busyness of a major city. Skies, beautiful blue skies again. You would not have known it was raining earlier. The other amazing part to South Bank is along Grey Street, where they have these incredible restaurants and markets. Olé is a very tasty Spanish tapas place, which I absolutely love. I've been there a little while back. and just people eating out on the street, enjoying life, walking their dogs, and these markets line the street with some local artisanal goods. One of my major observations about Brisbane is that there are just people out on the street. It's very vibrant and you can't really walk too far without coming across another human being. So it does feel like there's a lot of life and it gives it a great character. Well, it's just gone 6 p.m, so time to head back to the apartment now. Save myself from this head of hair. The city is just starting to come alive. There's a real buzz. Can't wait to get back out and explore it a little bit later. Let's see what the night shall bring. Here we go, out for dinner in Brisbane. Got the beautiful fairy lights on Fish Lane and we're heading down to South Bank. See what treats we can find. Yeah, looking good. Live music. Good morning from Brisbane, day 2, and waking up on a very hot one today. 34 degrees already at 11 a.m. and my Google app says it feels like 39. Humidity's at 58%, so definitely a day to stay hydrated. First off, we are going to brunch, one of my favourite activities of the day. Fortunately, there are many brunch options in Brisbane. We are going to a section of the city called the West End, sits just behind South Bank, and we're going to a place called the Gun Shop Cafe. Sounds interesting. Okay, back now after brunch in our apartment, very well fed, feeling a lot less hungry and ready to share with you the plan for today. I've been trying to think of all the aspects to Brisbane City I can bring to you into kind of a 2 or 3 day itinerary that you're going to get the most out of the city. So today what we'll be doing is walking from our apartment in South Bank across the Southeast Busway, which is actually pedestrian and buses only. There's no car thoroughfare allowed on that bridge. We'll head into the CBD, the central business district of Brisbane, check out the shopping area, the Queen Street Mall, so that all of you avid shopping enthusiasts can know what to expect. Then we'll come back to South Bank and we'll catch the City Cat, the ferry from South Bank through to Sydney Street. And that will just show you what to expect if you do some kind of river tour or river cruise. Now, just a tip, the City Cat is paid. You do have to pay for a ticket, but the City Hopper is free. So you can do that same stretch along the Brisbane River on the City Hopper, and it's perfectly free. We'll be getting off at Sydney Street, and the reason for that is because it is right in this area where there's this beautiful walk with these cliff faces on one side and then the Brisbane River on the other. We'll walk along to Felons Brewery. Behind that is a pretty cool escalator that will take you up to the beginning of Story Bridge. The Smith Wharves is a vibrant precinct with some really upmarket restaurants. It's right at the base of Story Bridge, and it's super fun. If you are a bit of a night reveller, you enjoy your nightlife, then right behind it is Fortitude Valley, or the Valley, and that's where there's a lot of kind of colourful nightlife, nightclubs, etc. So if that's your deal, then you'll love it there. During the day, Fortitude Valley is kind of a bit of a funky, hipster, cafe culture, that kind of thing, with some boutique shops and so forth. So it's a nice place to go during the day, and then in the evening it can just be a little bit more chaotic. So after that, we'll be heading across Story Bridge, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a very old, kind of ancient looking bridge, which is lit up in fluorescent pinks and purples at night. So it's very pretty in the evening. We actually plan to come back to the Smith Wharves this evening, so you'll get to see it in all of its colourful glory and have some dinner there. Now, a lot of the restaurants do need a booking in advance because they're reasonably well-to-do and quite fancy. Make sure you dress nicely. Just as an aside, for all of you sport fans, the Gabba is a major draw card in the city of Brisbane. It's located in Wollongabba, kind of a shortened name. I guess in Australia we just abbreviate everything or add an O to the end, make a new word out of it. It's definitely worth putting on your list. It's very vibrant along the Gabba. It's a very fun place to be. There's AFL and cricket that play during the year, so if you do like your sport, make sure to get a ticket because it's lots of fun. And you can walk from most parts of the city there. It's roughly 20 or 30 minutes from South Bank or from the Smith Wharves and kind of Kangaroo Point area. Well, that's my aside done. Let's hit the road and explore a little bit more of Brisbane. Such a different day here in the city. The blue sky, it's really beautiful, but it's very hot and sticky. So just about to cross the Victoria Bridge into the Queen Street Mall. The city of Brisbane is a juxtaposition of these really old buildings and these completely modern and new buildings. So the architecture is quite interesting. It's a very walkable city. Just pack those flat shoes for additional comfort. Gone for an emergency change of clothes because the dress I was in was just way too hot for today. Rounding out the Queen Street Mall. Let's head around the corner, check out Brisbane City Hall, and then we'll be heading back to catch the ferry and explore a different part of Brisbane. But if you were to ask me, downtown Brisbane is not really where I'd spend the bulk of my time as a first time visitor. The malls are pretty much similar amongst Australian capital cities, and there's definitely much more exciting things to do in the city. Absolutely no idea that you could just come in off the street and check out the Brisbane City Hall. It's completely free and it's absolutely beautiful. Our cute little kitty cat. It's the name of the city hopper, the free ferry that will take us downriver. How cute is this? Well, a slight departure from the initial plan. I've decided to get off early at the Smith Wharves because I'm so hungry and I need a drink to rehydrate. So anyway, I'm going to show you this walk along the cliff face. It's really beautiful and it doesn't take too long. Here we start our New Farm River walk. Now this is a lovely stretch along the Brisbane River, shared amongst cyclists and pedestrians. You can see here overlooking Story Bridge in all its glory, looking into the sun, so not quite the best view. But this walk here stretches for quite some time, a few kilometres down past these impressive, beautiful rocks. It's a lovely place to come for a morning walk, especially when it's a summer day like today and it's not super crazy hot, and there's some lovely views across both sides of the river. Okay, time to check out one of my favourite breweries in Australia, and also one of the largest, I would have to assume. It's huge, it's got a few buildings to it. You can order by a QR code, so it's super easy. It's often completely packed, but I can't wait to sit down and enjoy the lovely ambience in Felons. So it's currently about 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. Most people are inside because it's pretty hot, but it's a simply stunning setting underneath the backdrop of Story Bridge. Underneath Story Bridge is the entrance to the Smith Wharves. Here we've got incredible restaurants. This is Stanley. Oh my gosh, the degustation menu is divine. And then along the decking we come across various other restaurants. It's generally a reasonably dressed up area, so I would definitely not be walking in at the minute all hot and sweaty. Here is Yoko. Next up is Greca. And then this pavilion that you can see to the side is Mr. Percival, and that's obviously a very popular bar, especially at the end of an evening. It's one of the last ones open in Smith Wharves. This is the main area, drop-off area for Smith Wharves for these restaurants. So if you catch an Uber, there's every chance you'll be dropped off down here at this circle. And for those with cash to burn, if you want to stay in a really beautiful hotel, top notch, come here to the Crystal Brook Vincent. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have stayed here once and the rooms are all bespoke and artistically themed. But our next destination is this very tall looking structure here. A huge elevator that takes you to the top of the cliff face. How'd you all enjoy that? Apart from the very grubby, dirty windows on the lift, not too bad. The last part of our day walking across Story Bridge. This will take us back around to Kangaroo Point and then we can get back to where we're staying in South Bank. I think I will be headed straight for the apartment to enjoy a nice dip in the pool. Well, I might leave it there for the city tour through Brisbane. I hope you've enjoyed travelling along with me. I walked 12 kilometres yesterday and 9 kilometres today, so it's been an active, energetic weekend. But I hope you enjoy Brisbane if you visit, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next adventure.